How long did dinosaurs live? It's a question that fascinates paleontologists and dinosaur enthusiasts alike, because unlike modern animals we can observe in the wild, the lifespans of these prehistoric giants must be pieced together from fossil clues. No single fossil comes with a birth certificate or a death date, but scientists have developed clever methods to estimate how many years a dinosaur might have roamed the Earth. The most reliable technique involves studying the microscopic structure of fossilized bones. Just as trees grow annual rings, dinosaur bones preserve lines of arrested growth or lags, which record periods when growth slowed down, often during seasonal hardships. By counting these rings under a microscope, researchers can roughly determine an individual's age at death. It's a bit like reading a very old, incomplete diary written in calcium and collagen. So, what does this bone histology tell us about specific dinosaurs? Let's start with the most famous predator of all, the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. Despite its massive size and fearsome reputation, T. rex had a surprisingly short lifespan compared to large herbivores of its time. Based on growth ring analysis of several well-preserved specimens, including the famous Sioux at the Field Museum in Chicago, paleontologists estimate that an average T. rex lived into its late 20s or early 30s. Sioux herself appears to have been about 28 years old when she died. However, what T. rex lacked in longevity, it made up for in a rapid growth spurt during its teenage years. Between ages 14 and 18, a young T. rex could pack on as much as 5 pounds per day, shooting up to its full adult size of around 40 feet long. After that explosive growth, the rings become much tighter, indicating a plateau. The oldest known T. rex individuals might have reached 30 or even very rarely 35 years, but most likely succumbed to injury, disease or competition long before old age could claim them. On the opposite end of the dinosaur lifespan spectrum stand the colossal sauropods, the long-necked, long-tailed herbivores that included Diplodocus, Brachiosaurus, and Argentinosaurus. These were the largest land animals ever to walk the Earth, and you might assume that such giants would live for centuries, like some whales or tortoises today. But the evidence suggests something else. Sauropods were surprisingly fast-growing and relatively short-lived for their size. By cutting into sauropod bones and counting growth rings, researchers have found that most giant sauropods reached adult size in just 20 to 30 years, and their total lifespan rarely exceeded 50 or 60 years. A large Brachiosaurus might have lived into its early 50s, while some smaller sauropods like Europasaurus, a dwarf species, perhaps only lived about 20 years. There is, however, a fascinating exception. A few very large sauropods, such as certain titanosaurs, show signs of extremely slow, sustained growth, and one specimen of a massive unnamed titanosaur from Argentina displayed over 70 growth rings, suggesting a potential lifespan of more than 7 decades. Even so, that is still far less than the 150-plus years that large baleen whales can live today. It seems that being enormous in a world full of predators and unstable environments did not grant sauropods extra decades. Instead, they grew quickly, reproduced heavily, and died relatively young. What about the dinosaurs in between, like the horned Triceratops or the duck-billed hadrosaurs? These medium to large herbivores show a wide range of possible lifespans. Triceratops, for example, appears to have matured fairly quickly. Based on growth rings from fossil frills, a typical Triceratops might have reached adulthood by age 10 or 12 and lived perhaps another 15 to 20 years, with maximum lifespans around 25 to 30 years. Hadrosaurs like Edmontosaurus grew even faster, sometimes reaching full skeletal maturity in just 8 to 10 years. But they could continue living for up to 20 or 25 years if they avoided predators and disease. Small dinosaurs, such as the ostrich-like Ornithomimus or the raptor velociraptor, had even briefer lives. Like many birds today, they probably grew to adult size in 1 or 2 years, then lived perhaps another 5 to 10 years in the wild, with exceptional individuals reaching their late teens. Interestingly, the smallest meat-eaters, like Compsognathus, might have had lifespans as short as 5 to 7 years, mirroring small modern reptiles and birds. So, while no dinosaur could rival the slow-aging, century-long lives of some modern reptiles like giant tortoises or tuataras, their lifespans were beautifully adapted to their niches: explosive, energetic, and just long enough to reproduce and raise the next generation of thunder lizards. And that, in the grand scheme of prehistoric time, was all a dinosaur needed.